Go. All right. Well, welcome to the evening session. Might as well get relaxed and open up the hips. Grab your bolster and grab some blocks. Here, keeping your feet together or ankles crossed is up to you. And use the knees, use the blocks for the knees underneath. Taking the bolster, you can place it underneath the back of your sacrum, or you can grab some pillows. And then exhaling back, open up the arms, relax the shoulders, close the eyes. Taking that long, deep breath in. Exhaling completely out of the mouth. You're listening for that ujjayi breath, that breath behind the throat. Sounds like you're fogging up the mirror. Close those eyes, let eyeballs sink into the eye sockets. Slow the breath down. Allow the belly to relax. Relax the shoulders and then listening for that breath. Inhaling each molecule through each nostril, one molecule at a time. Imagine tracing it down the trachea all the way down toward the lungs, filling up those lobes. And then hold it at the top, sip a little bit more air in. Hold it at the very top. Keep holding. Relax the shoulders, keep holding. And then exhale out of the mouth, big puff. And becoming aware to your presence. Focusing now on the third eye, the point between the brow. From here, looking internally, gazing. Thinking of an intention or forming an intention for your practice today. So whether it be, just to slough off the rest of the day and relax. To kind of get ready for dinner or later on evening activities or bed, whichever. So this is a great way to unwind. So coming to the intention, sealing the intention with a breath in, inhaling all the way to the very top. Hold it at the very top. Sip a little bit more air in. Sealing the mouth, keep holding. And then 2 big puffs out of the mouth, like a dragon's breath. From here, blink your eyes open, rolling off the bolster, coming off the blocks, and then coming onto your back. You're pulling in your right knee in toward your heart line. Rock and roll, wiggle the toes, and then imagine standing on that left leg. So again, you can flex your bottom foot. You can keep wiggling the toes. You can rock and roll the ankles. Keeping that right hand on that right knee, left hand on that belly. Slow your breath down. Exhale, pull your right knee out to the right side. Keep your feet flexed. Or you can wiggle those toes still. Just feel for that belly breath. Again, observing any tightness in the corners of your hips. Any tightness in the glutes. Feeling for that breath. Listening for the breath. You can even keep your eyes closed the whole entire time. Observing the sensations in your body. From here, inhaling the knee back in toward the heart line. Reaching for a belt nearby. And if you don't have one, again, you can use those peace fingers, grab that big toe, and kick out that leg. If you have that belt, you can place it on the sole of your foot. Left hand on that left hip, and then here, try to straighten out that knee. Breathing here, imagine again, still standing on that left foot. Here you can pull the toes in closer toward your forehead and keep breathing. Close those eyes. Feeling for that belly breath with that left hand on that left hip. Try to pull the toes a little closer and keep trying to straighten out the knee. You're gonna exhale, drop that leg over to the right side. Rotate that right pinky toe downward. So you're gonna feel for that breath here. You can even put the block underneath that right ankle if you like. And breathe across the heart. You can even extend that left arm out to the side. Close those eyes and breathe nice and slow. The slower you go, more oxygen is uptake from into your cells. Those little tight little muscles will absorb that oxygen. And then slowly listen for your ujjayi breath, the sound behind the throat. Take another long, deep, textured breath, and then slowly inhale that leg back up to the sky, flexing the feet if you need to, flexing that foot. And then here, you can straighten out that knee again. Swapping hands on that big foot, or you can swap hands on that belt. You can bend that bottom knee, scoot the hip slightly over to the right, extend that right arm out to the side, and then exhale, drop that top leg over to the left. So here you can grab a block nearby and place it underneath that right foot. So you're twisting across the belly. And just imagine standing on that bottom leg and rotating across the chest. And then slow your breath down. And close those eyes. More time to breathe. Like that aloha of breath, that lovely gift we get. And then slowly, slowly inhale that leg back up to the sky. Release that leg, straighten up the spine, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders, close those eyes. Kind of feeling the sensation of that one pose with all the usage of your right leg. Knowing the difference of the right versus left, that subtle body energy. And then pull and draw those heels in again. And rub the feet, observe the length of one leg versus the other. Just close those eyes and just make that mental observation. And then blink your eyes. You can even look at your feet, see which one feels longer. And then inhale that left knee in toward your heart line. Or again, pulling that knee in toward the heart. Rock and roll, wiggle those toes. It's always nice to feel this Ardha Upasana, half wind relieving pose. You can place that right hand on the belly, feel for that belly breath. And then exhale, pull that left knee up to the left side. And imagine again, still standing on that right leg. So you're feeling it for the back of the glutes. Feeling nice and tall, standing on that right leg. Again, feeling for that belly breath. And you can still wiggle those toes, rock and roll the ankles. And then slowly, slowly inhale the knee back toward the center line, reaching for the belt. You can place it on the sole of your left foot and flex your foot. You can keep a micro bend in that knee or a huge bend if you want. Right hand on that right hip. And breathe here. You can try to straighten out that knee. You can also try to pull the toes, the top toes, a little closer toward your forehead. Meanwhile, trying to imagine standing on that right leg. And then close those eyes and feel for that belly breath on your right hand. Take that time to breathe. And then here, you can exhale, drop that leg, open like a porch door, swing it out to the left side. You can grab a block, place it underneath that left ankle. And extend that right arm out to the side. And relax here. You can rotate that left pinky toe down if you want to take a look. This opens up those abductors, those abductors. And then just relax. Listen for that breath behind the throat. Sounds like the saw and hum of the ocean. They call it the saw and hum meditation. They're just meditating on that sound. Sounds like the ocean, and then slowly, slowly, blink your eyes open. Again, inhale that leg back up to the sky, swapping hands on that strap, and bend that bottom knee. Slightly scoot your hips over to the left and extend that left arm out to the side, and exhale, drop that leg over to the right. Again, you can adjust a twist across the belly. You can even try to ground the left shoulder if you want. You can even use a block to support your left foot. Here you can relax and release those arms out if you like. Imagine laying on this big lily pad doing these can-cans. They're just twisting across the belly, and imagine standing on that right leg as well to feel nice and tall along the spine. And slow the breath down. So for that textured breath. And slowly, slowly inhale that leg back up to the side. Release that leg. Lay side by side, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders. Slow the breath down. Then pull your heels in next to each other and rub the feet. Imagine which one's longer. Feel for the length. And then blink your eyes open, inhale the knees in, rocking left and right, massaging the side bodies. Drawing big circles, draw the knees into a big circle here, massaging that lower back. I'm gonna exhale, circle the opposite way. And pull the knees apart. And rock left and right, kind of open up the hips. Grab your ankles if you want. And grab the soles of your feet. And start kicking left, kicking right. And pull the knees in if you like. And hold both the legs out like a big happy baby. Blessed Ananda Balasana. Happy baby pose. Just kicking left and right. You can kick your neighbor, you can kick the wall, you can kick the couch nearby. It's up to you. Keeping hold of the feet. Really keeping the chin to the chest. Rock up and down the back of the spine. Massaging the back body. And then when you're ready, you can try to roll up into a seated position. From here, cross your ankles. So you can do Sukhasana, one ankle in front of the other, or Siddhasana, one ankle in front of the other, but not Indian style. Your knees are a little flat. If you need blocks, you can use blocks to help support the knees. You can even sit on a block. Anything to help tilt the pelvis forward. Or you can go half lotus if your knees allow, with your heel going toward the crease of your hip. Or you can go full lotus if both your knees allow it. So since I had knee surgery in the right ACL, doesn't want to do that. So I'm just gonna go half lotus. So pulling the flesh out from the backside. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching, breathing here. Inhale, lengthen through those fingertips. Relax the throat, and then exhale, hands out in front. Inhale through the crown. And then exhale, walk those fingers out. Hinge at the hips. So slow the breath down. Inhale through the crown. And then exhale, keep walking those fingers out. So bowing down, hinge at the hips. Close those eyes. Following your breath with every inhalation, come out of that pose slightly. With every exhalation, keep walking those fingers out. Breathe into the back. Slow the breath down. And slowly inhale, lengthen through those fingertips. Exhale, walk the fingers all the way to the far left, grabbing the left hand with the right. So breathe into your right hand. And then inhaling back toward the center, reaching. Inhale, lengthen through those fingers, breathe into your back. And then slowly exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far right, grabbing that right hand with the left. Breathe into your left lung. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back toward the center, inhaling, pressing back up. Hands on the hips, little tiny circles one direction. Get your neck all loose because it got tight throughout the day, doing so many things we do. And then slow it down. Nice big circles. And the tighter it is, the slower you go. So nice long deep breaths into the neck. And then eventually when you're ready, exhaling, dropping the chin to the chest, hands on the waist. Inhale nice and tall and grab a block, place it on your right side of your elbow. You can even have a one on the left if you want. But we're going to inhale nice and tall. We're going to exhale, drop your right elbow onto that block. And if you feel a nice stretch right here, if you don't, you can even remove that block to see if you're teeter-tottering. So if your hip bone or your sit bones are lifting up, you can grab that block again, place it underneath your right elbow. Otherwise, we're going to inhale that left arm up to the sky. And with this point and shoot mudra, we're going to inhale, lift and point and shoot that ray of energy out toward the sky. We're going to exhale that top hand over the ear and then turn the heart up. So breathing here nice and long. And then taking that top hand, grabbing the back of the skull, elongating the crown. So elongating the spine. Getting nice and tall, nice and long. Good job. Now we're going to make a fist behind the skull. We're going to inhale. Start pumping out your bicep. We're going to inhale, look up toward your bicep. Check out those guns there, those little pythons. We're going to look down and then take that top hand and then wrap it behind the back. Try to reach the other wrist. So you might feel that neck stretch. Or you can even drop your right ear toward that right shoulder. Just let gravity do its thing. And then slowly, slowly inhaling, look toward the middle of the room and up toward the sky, hands on the waist, and then slowly inhale back up. Now we're gonna uncross, cross the opposite way. I'm gonna do everything equal and opposite, and here you can pull the flesh out from the backside. So again, you can do Sukhasana, ankle in front of each other. You can use those blocks. You can do Siddhasana. I always like Siddhasana, but if you want to do half lotus, you can try. You can always go back to whatever pose you feel most comfortable. Again, pull the flesh out from the backside. Inhale, arms up, reach for the sky. Look toward the thumbs, relax the throat. Inhale, lengthen through those fingers. Keep reaching. And then exhale, hands out in front to support the spine. Inhale through the crown. And then exhale, walk those fingers out, hinge at the hips, close those eyes. Every inhalation, come out of that pose, slightly breathe into the back. And then exhale, walk those fingers out some more. So you're getting that full back stretch. Hinge at the hips if you can. So breathing here. And again, it's not about folding over, dipping down. It's all about elongating through the crown. So breathing in, keep reaching those fingertips. And then we're going to exhale, walk the hand all the way to your far left. Grab that left hand with the right. Breathe into your right lung. And then slowly, slowly inhale back toward the center, inhaling, reaching. We're going to exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far right, grabbing that right hand with the left. Breathe into your left lung. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back toward the center, inhaling, pressing back up. Hands on the waist. So if you remember, if you went clockwise, try counterclockwise. If you went counterclockwise, try clockwise. Turning of the head. If you don't remember, try both. See where you need most. So you're just kind of rotating, close those eyes. Nice gentle circles, and then slow it down. So breathing into any tightness you might feel in the neck. Because surprisingly, over the course of a day, your neck might be tight. Your shoulders might be pretty tight. It just depends on what you do. If you're on a computer all the time or at a desk, your shoulders might get really tough. Eventually exhale, dropping the chin to the chest. We can do nollie here. You can take your fingers, get ready for dinner, and press the belly, press the rectus abdominis, and then roll the pelvis, pull the elbows toward each other, spread the skin of the back, let the head drop into your lap, and press firmly into the core, and then quickly release. Good job. So hands on the waist here. We're gonna inhale nice and tall. And you have a block on your left side now. We're gonna exhale, drop your left elbow toward that block. If you feel like you can go a little bit more, you can test yourself. You move that block and see if your elbow drops more, if your sit bone raises. For me, I got long arms. So I need that little extra stretch. You're gonna inhale that right hand up to the sky. You can point and shoot in your little kind of Rega mudra of energy. Point and shoot toward the sky. Keep reaching. We're gonna exhale that top hand over the ear again. Here, turn the heart up and breathe in. We're gonna take that top hand and grab the back of the skull. Kind of pull to elongate the spine. Feel that stretch. It feels nice and good for the back. You're making a fist behind the skull. We're gonna start pumping your bicep. So you're gonna get the extra armpit stretch. We're gonna inhale, look up toward the bicep, watch it pump. We're gonna exhale, look down, and then take that top hand, wrap it behind the back. Try to reach for the opposite wrist. So you're gonna feel that stretch along your right side of the neck. You can even drop your left elbow or left ear toward your left shoulder. So breathe in slow. And then slowly, slowly look toward the middle of the room and up toward the sky, hands on the waist, inhaling back up. Now undoing your feet, taking your feet out, shaking some circulation back in. You can windshield wiper your knees. Keeping your feet flexed always protects those knees. Whew. And then here, you can cross your ankles back. You can grab your knees. We're going to do some yogic circles. Call it yogic churning. So circling one direction, and then exhale, circle the opposite way. We can even do cat-cow and sitting. So coming back to neutral spine. We're gonna inhale, chin up, pull the chest forward, and then exhale, pull the belly button and caving in the chest. Look toward the belly button, inhaling back up. So it warms up your spine. Exhale, pulling back and coming back to neutral position again. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching. We're gonna exhale, grab your left knee with that left hand, your right knee with the left hand, back hand, top hand, right hand behind. Inhale, tall. Exhale, gently look over your right shoulder and twist across the chest and belly. You get a nice little torso stretch. Inhale, tall. I'm gonna exhale, look forward, counter twist with the neck. A lot of release with the shoulders, and then releasing that, uncross, cross the opposite way, and then again pull the flesh out from the back. We're gonna ground your sit bones. We're gonna inhale, arms up to the sky, reach, and then exhale, right hand toward that left knee, back hand behind. Inhale, tall. Exhale, look gently over your left shoulder. Again, twist across the torso, twist across the belly if you can. And just breathe nice and slow. Sit nice and tall if you can. And then inhale, tall. Exhale, look forward. Counter twist with the neck. And then unwind, unleash. Taking the hands back. You can drop the head back into the trapezius. And then here we're going to inhale, lift the hips up gently. So again, breathing into the front of your body. You can squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the hips higher. And then exhale to rock your tailbone back down. So it's nice to do these little sunflowers. That was called sunflower pose. Uncross, cross the opposite way. It kind of opens up the front of the body. And then hands back behind. Again, dropping the head back into the trapezius. Relax the throat. We're going to inhale, lift the hips up. And then here you can squeeze the shoulders. Kind of shine your front side like the sun. And then exhale, drop your tailbone. And then releasing everything back down to earth. Taking your feet out wide. So I like to get the corners, my heels at the corners of my yoga mat, just so it's cushioned. Pointing the toes up. You're gonna pull the flesh out from the backside. So if you already practiced this in the morning, that's cool. If you didn't, it's good to always keep mindful mental notes of your progress. So if you've been doing this since day 1, you might notice a difference with day 2, day 20, day 30, day 90. Try 2 years or 6. Like it builds up and you realize, oh, I can go a little further. So it's always great to make these mental notations. Again, pull the flesh out from the backside, point the toes up, flexing the feet. We're going to inhale, arms up to the sky, reach. And then exhale, hands down front. Again, inhale through the crown. And then exhale, walk those fingers out. Keep the toes pointed up. So if your knees tend to bend, that's totally fine. If you feel like you have to bend too much, you can always sit on a block. That's an option. So that helps. Keep the toes pointed up. Inhale through the crown, hands out in front. Forward fold. Keep those feet pointed up. A lot of people have tight adductors and hamstrings that they have to bend their knees, and that's totally fine. But you want that pelvic rotation to rotate, so it allows you a little bit more range of motion. So inhaling through the crown, breathing, and then exhale. Keep walking those fingers out, bowing down, hinge at the hips. The same idea when you're in a seated position. But this time you're going to feel it in the back of those legs, and then including your lower back. That'll be your hamstring attachment. Molly, it's all connected to your lower back. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back up. So we're going to ground the sit bones. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching. Exhale, twisting, looking over your left leg. We're going to exhale, bow down. You can grab your ankle. You can grab the belt. You can grab your big toe, little toe. Inhale through the crown. Exhale, bowing down over that left knee. So getting that full stretch alongside your body. Breathing into the back. And slow your breath down. So this is a modified version of knee to head pose, Jani Shirshasana. If your nose or forehead touches the knee eventually, you're getting a full stretch. If not, you're just getting that nice spinal stretch with a little bit more space than Jani Shirshasana. That's knee to head pose. And you're slowly, slowly inhale back toward the center. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching. Exhale, twisting. Look over your right foot and then grab your ankle. Again, grab the belt if you like, or you can grab the big toe, little toe. Inhale through the crown. Exhale, bow over that right knee. So again, twisting across the belly, breathing into the back. Slow your breath down. Taking that time to breathe. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back up. Here, pulling the flesh out from the backside. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And then exhale, dropping your left elbow in front of that left knee if you can. Top hand over the ear, shoot it like a rainbow. So you're getting a full side stretch again, full lateral stretch. Inhaling, reaching, and eventually your goal is to grab those toes at the bottom, but not necessary. Everyone's built differently, but you can turn the heart up to the sky. Torso rotate. Get that full length for your rib cage. Serratus. Anterior serratus. And then slowly, slowly inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching. We're going to exhale, drop your right elbow in front of that right knee, top hand over the ears. Again, turn the heart up to the sky. Keep breathing and reaching. So eventually you might grab those toes eventually, but turn the heart up. You might notice one side's easier than the other. You might notice your sit bones lift, but that's totally fine. You're making mental notation. Which side's easier, which one's harder, are they equal? I'm going to slowly inhale back up. Now seal the feet in together. Binding the toes, we're going to grab the toes and pull the heels in closer to the sit bones. You can wiggle left and right on your sit bones. You can even wiggle those knees. Open up those hips. Now inhale nice and tall. We're going to exhale forward, fold gently. So you're bowing down. Close those eyes and again, slow the breath down. Breathe into the back. Every exhale, gently tug your toes a little closer toward your heart line. Allow the knees to drop. Every breath in, breathe into the back. Every exhale, and try to go a little closer toward your toes, because eventually you might smell your feet. I have a good friend that can. So it kind of identifies, oh, your foot health. You need a foot bath, or you need to change your socks more often, or get a pedicure, all those little things. Always good to pay attention to our feet. As it takes us places, slowly inhaling back up. We're going to take your thumbs, shove it into the soles of your feet, wrapping the top fingers around. We're going to exhale, press your elbows into the inner thighs and externally rotate your feet to open it like a book. So again, you're stretching out your ankles. We are always going to build on our ankles. We're going to strengthen them. So you're going to externally rotate gently. See if you have socks on, you can read your sock lines. If you got your sole lines on your soles of your feet, you're going to observe which one's the longest line. See where it's going to take you. And then here you can massage your feet. So massaging the big toe. So it's good to circulate, especially the feet. So you don't get neuropathy or just being more mindful, like you want more circulation. Then massaging the second toe and then the middle toe, just wringing it out. The ring toe and then the pinky toe. And then massage out the second knuckle. Massaging out the middle and the ring, or the second, and then the big toe. And again, with your big thumbs, massaging the top of the foot. It's good to massage. It always, a self-massage feels great. And then toward the center is the heart. So press gently in the center of where you are massaging, which were the lungs. So you can, this is like your qi in qigong is called the spring of life. And then a little lower either side is that pancreas and the liver. And then down the spine, imagine there's a spine. Actually, I think there's like 9 bones, navicular bones. And then around either side, a little below is the kidneys, a little deeper. And then down the imaginary spine, big circles. So it's like the center of your arches. So getting the arch massage, literally. You got a lot of bands of fascia, ligaments, kind of just activating it and massaging. So this is your GI tract and reflexology. And all the way down, imagine going down further, above the heel. That would be the knees. A little below the heel, the foot, and then get the heel of the heel. And slowly, slowly inhaling back. Take the feet out like a diamond, pulling the flesh out from the backside. This is your little butterfly modified Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching, breathing here. And we're going to exhale, forward fold, swan diving. You can drop your chin to the chest if your neck allows. You can wrap your toes around wrap your fingers around the toes. You can even rest them on the ground. Just relax, breathe into the back. If your neck allows, your chin to the chest, you can rock your ears left and right. Allow the bowling ball of your head kind of just release along the neck. Slowly, slowly. Inhaling up. Taking the feet out in front, flex the feet, pull the flesh out from the backside. We're going to inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching, hands above, pressing the palms, flexing it like you're holding a tray of water. We're going to release the elbows, pull it behind the ears if you can. And we're going to press through the palms, press through the feet, engaging the core. This is your downward dog, almost in a different plane. I'm going to inhale, keep on pressing, and then exhale, forward fold. Here you can grab your ankles. You can grab a belt. You can keep a nice bend in the knees. You're going to inhale through the crown. We're going to exhale, forward fold over those legs. So slowly breathe into the back. This is Paschimottanasana, western side stretch, where the sun doesn't shine. Always the back side. We're giving a little bit more attention to the back. If we look in a mirror, we only look at forward, not back. So we slow it down. And slowly, slowly inhaling back up. We're going to give a little massage here, making fists. You can bend the knees if you want. You're going to massage the top and the bottom of your foot. Now leaning over, and you can massage the ankle, right calf, and then the outside, and then all the way up to your thigh. You're activating the lymphatic systems. Always good to wake them up. And then around the belly, around the gut, and then up onto the chest like Tarzan, underneath the armpits. Activate the lymph, both sides, and then back down to the belly, back down to your left thigh, left calf, and then all the way down to the feet, all the way to the toes, and then back up again, just gently. And then the back of your palms, we're gonna massage that lower back and the kidneys. Go up and down. And then from here, I'm gonna massage your right shoulder. Just kind of pumping away your right bicep and tricep underneath. And all the way down to the forearm. With another hand, top of the hand, and swapping. So massaging either side of the wrist, the forearms, the tricep and bicep. And again, the shoulders. And then now the fingertips. I'm gonna massage the thyroid. Close those eyes and just massage the thyroid gently. And then around to the side of the neck, to the back of the neck. And then take those thumbs and kind of massage the neck. Squish, squish, squish. And then tapping away at the back of the crown. To the very, very top of the crown. And just keep tapping away. Closing those eyes. Gently tap your forehead. And gently close those eyes, tap those eyelids, and then tapping the temple all the way down to the cheeks, and then the jawline, and then with your fingers, we're going to stick your pointer fingers into your ears, and then pop them out. We're going to take your two fingers, pinch your fingers, and pinch the top of the pinna of your ears, and we're going to walk it all the way down to the earlobe. Now you're going to take your two peace fingers, we're going to massage below your earlobe and right where the trachea is, right near the ear. So that is your temporal mandibular joint. You're going to get that all massaged out. You can even massage behind the ear and above it. You got marma points, these pressure points. It's all around your ears. And even your two piece fingers, you massage your temple again. And here, rubbing the palms. And close those eyes, feeling the warmth in your palms. And then it's just, you're killing all the germs you picked up. You're gonna close those eyes, you're gonna palm your eyelids. Feel the warmth of those palms. And then slowly peel the palms off. You can even look at your hands. And then close your palms together. Now we're gonna cross your ankles and come onto your hands and knees. Spread those fingers. So you're spreading those fingers, palms underneath those armpits, knees underneath the hips. So you can untuck or tuck your tailbone, but you're engaging the core. You're gonna pull your ears away from the shoulders and focus on a point in front of you. So you're using your spinal muscles. And when you use your spinal muscles, you get a stronger core. Stronger back, stronger core, they're all related. So using the spinal muscles, pulling the ears away from the shoulders. Imagine having dinner on your back tonight. So imagine placing the plates, the silverware, adding more plates for guests, because we're going to have all our friends that are safe and hopefully all vaccinated. So yes, you're going to invite all your friends. And your neighbors too, because they're all safe. So hey, it's a party, it's a barbecue in the back, on your back literally. So you're gonna place all these plates on your back. Now we're gonna add entree. So whether you barbecue, maybe you're vegetarian, maybe you're just gonna add a bunch of vegetables and salads plus a sprinkle of whatever your favorite things are. So you're gonna keep focusing, keep engaging the core. Good job. Now we're going to exhale, pull back into child's pose. Relax on your forehead. You can have your knees nice and wide and allow the belly to drop between your thighs. You extend those palms out in front, press through those fingers. You're trying to sit your sit bones. You're trying to sit on your heels. Full stretch of the back. And if you aren't sitting on your heels, you can connect the sit bone to the heels with a block. Just allow your breath to relax. Breathe into the back. Slow your breath down. Taking that time to breathe. Slow down. Here you can even place a block underneath your forehead if you like. You can even pull your knees in toward each other. So you're going to rest here. You can even pull your hands beside the feet, relax the shoulders. So you're getting the full stretch of your entire back. You can even remove the block and rest on your forehead, get the full stretch of the back. And slow your breath down. So you might feel a constriction in your lungs right in front. So you're slowing down the breath to breathe into your posterior lobes, the back side of your air lobes, not earlobes, but the air sacs of your lungs. So you're breathing in, utilizing the other 50% of our lungs, and increasing the capacity. And with every breath, can you add an extra second? You're counting your breath. Is it 2 to 3 second inhalation? Is it 2 to 3 second exhalation? Can you increase it 1 extra second? If you want to increase the length of your spine, you can move your forehead away from the knees. And relax the shoulders some more. If you can go 1 more extra second, can you hold it at the very bottom for a microsecond? And then when you're inhaling all the way to the top, can you hold it for a microsecond? And then exhaling completely, relaxing the belly. Here you can have your palms back out front. Inhaling, reaching those fingers. We're going to exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far left. Grab your left hand with the right. Lay your belly on that left lap. Breathe into your right lung. We're going to inhale back toward the center. Inhaling, reaching those fingers. We're going to exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far right. Grab your right hand, lay the belly on that lap. Breathe into your left lung. Inhaling back toward the center. Inhaling, placing the palms at the very top of the mat. I'm going to drop your elbows down, drop your forehead. I'm going to walk the knees underneath the hips if you want. You can pull your sit bones back in space. You can even rest on your chin if you like. Allow your heart to melt. And breathe into your shoulder blades, allowing the belly to drop if you want. You can pull your hands together, namaste, and pull it behind the skull. Let your armpits melt. There, you can exhale, drop onto your belly button, coming into Sphinx. This is always good for that lower back. If you have any lower back issues, spreading those fingers, lifting through the crown, shaking your tailbone. So inhale, kind of pull your shoulders away from the ears. You're actually elongating the crown and lifting. If it's too much on your lower back, you can pull those elbows a little further away, but keep shaking your tailbone because it releases the glutes, releases that sciatic nerve that's kind of bundled up in between all those muscles in your legs. So kind of releasing everything. I'm going to inhale the chin up to the sky. I'm going to exhale, drop the chin to the chest. And rock your ears left and right. And then inhaling back toward neutral spine. Left arm across. It's like we get into the shoulders. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, weave it underneath your left armpit. Walking that left hand to the right here. Relax your cheek or chin. Maybe on the crook of your top of your left elbow or the bicep. Allow your heart to melt. Close those eyes and learn to surrender. Breathe into the back. Breathe all the way down to the tailbone. Slow your breath down. Wrap your arms around, give yourself a generous hug. And pat on the back for getting on your mat today. And just tell yourself you're good enough. You're always going to be good enough for yourself. If you can't be good enough for yourself, you can't really help anyone else out. So you got to be very, very good. That self-care goes such a long way. And then unwinding, resting on your left cheek, facing your right hand. You're taking your left hand beside your left hip. You're going to inhale that right knee toward that right elbow in the Captain Morgan pose. Call it crocodile pose. Just relax. Breathe into the back. Allow your heart to rest. This is a nice hip opener on your right hip. Slow your breath down. So feeling the texture of the mat. Feeling your heart thump. Imagine your heart making this beautiful bouquet of flowers. And then watch it grow and burst pass through the yoga mat, letting those flowers grow tendrils of roots and breaking through the ground, breaking through the carpet if you're on a carpet or rug or wooden floor or tile, whichever floor you're on. Just let it burst through the concrete underneath the foundation all the way down toward the soil. Imagine that those roots going down toward the middle of the earth, toward the magma. Imagine absorbing that magma back into your body, connected to those roots. So always remember that we are children of the earth. We have to absorb the energy and also tend to it. So protecting the earth as well. In so many ways we're capable of. Here you can extend that left arm behind you like a bird's wing, palm facing down. We're going to get more into the shoulders. Right hand in front like a push-up hand. We're going to exhale, roll gently onto your left side. You can grab a pillow for your head, or you can take that right leg like a kickstand in front or behind and extend the left leg. You can even take that right hand and do a half bind behind the back. And squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathe into your heart space and allow your shoulders to just relax. You don't even have a block for your head. You can even allow the whole neck to relax. Getting a full stretch of the neck. Taking that time to breathe. Listen for that Ujjayi breath. A victorious breath. And then here, I'm going to exhale, dropping back onto your belly button, resting here on the chin into your palms. Here you can bend those knees, you can windshield wiper those heels. Good to get that thigh massage in. And again, dropping those heels, you're going to inhale those elbows back underneath, coming back into Sphinx, spreading those fingers. And then here, releasing the glutes, we're going to shake the tailbone. And inhale through the crown. Inhale, look the chin up to the sky. We're going to exhale, drop your chin to the chest. You can rock your ears left and right. Inhaling back to neutral spine, right arm across. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, reaching. Exhale, weave that right hand underneath that right armpit, walking that right hand to the left. Here, relax your chin or cheek wherever, maybe your top bicep or the crook of your arms. Allow your heart to melt. Slow your breath down. Close those eyes. Allow the skin between your shoulder blades to relax. Just let it open. Allow gravity to invite you down. And letting the breath lead you. Here, give yourself and wrap yourself into a nice little tight hug, because another hug does not hurt. A little self-care goes such a long way. You pat yourself on the back too. Little massage. Circulate everything. You're unwinding, resting on your right cheek, facing your left hand, right hand beside that right hip. And we're going to inhale that left knee toward that left elbow into crocodile pose, or what I call Captain Morgan pose. Here, close those eyes. Slow the breath down. Time to breathe. This is a nice neck stretch and a hip opener. One of the 3 poses I do first thing in the morning. I realized my neck was always kind of unadjusted, so this helps open up the shoulders as well. And we're going to inhale that right arm out to the side, palm facing down. And the left hand, push-up hand, right in front, 90-degree left elbow. We're gonna exhale, roll to your right side gently. You can grab a block nearby to pillow your head if you like. You can take that left bent leg over that right extended leg as a kickstand behind or in front of that extended leg. Here, you're gonna even take that left hand, half bind behind the back, squeeze the shoulders. Breathe again into your heart space. Allow the heart to open. And then slowly move the block if you have one. And again, exhale, rest back onto your palms of your hands, reverse shavasana. Close those eyes. Take a relaxed moment, just because every little asana stretches out those ligaments. And then blink your eyes open. Resting on your chin, you're going to place the palms underneath the armpits, thumbs near the nipples. We're going to squeeze those elbows toward the rib line, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to inhale gently, the chin up. So slowly lifting up into this baby cobra. You can even lift the palms up, squeezing those elbows, using your belly button. So this is your little baby cobra. Here we're going to even zipper up those toes, lift the heels up. So this is your locust pose. We're going to exhale, release back down. Whew. Locust pose is a good back strengthener. So when you strengthen your back, you're strengthening the core and vice versa. So if you have a weak back, you might feel a lot stronger every time you do this. Here is another way where you can actually place your palms underneath your lap, your thigh. And this is another shalabhasana. So you're resting on your chin. Your palms are on your lap and you're squishing your palms. We're going to inhale, lift your crown. Your palms are still there. We're going to lift your feet and zipper up those toes. Keep lifting through the crown. This is another kind of locust pose. And then exhale, release back down, resting on one cheek. Release those palms. So breathe into the back, relax the shoulders. We're going to swap cheeks. Here we're going to rest on your chin. Now interlace the fingers behind the back. Here we're going to squeeze the palms. We're going to zipper up the toes. We're going to inhale, lift through the crown, and then you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. We're going to inhale, lift those heels up, zippering up those toes. So this is another shalabhasana, another locust pose. And then exhale, release back down, relax. You might feel the thump of your heart. And then swap cheeks again. You're going to rest on your chin. You're going to place the palms back underneath. We're going to inhale, lift up to all fours. Walking the knees underneath, spreading those fingers. So it's all about spreading the weight in your palms. You can actually do some wrist exercises where you can twist your palm behind so that the fingers are pointed toward the knees. And we're going to gently go one direction, circling one direction, and then circling the opposite way gently. And then slowly, you know, walk the knees back, and then we're going to exhale slowly, gripping the fingernails into the yoga mat. We're going to exhale, drop the elbows toward the yoga mat until they hit the ground, and then you can snap your wrists together and activating the wrist. And inhale back up into all fours. Here, we're going to even take your palms underneath and curl those fingers. Place the back of the palm underneath your belly button. And curl those fingers so you're applying pressure gently. Every time you open up the reniculum across that carpal tunnels, you not only you strengthen your wrist, because we're always on our wrists like this, or you're driving or on the keyboard, you're actually strengthening it through the opposite way. So you're actually opening up the reniculum instead of squishing it. And then flipping it around, opposite. Curl those fingers. You can place the the back of the wrist underneath your belly button. Curling those fingers. You can open and close if you like. And then come back onto all fours. Spread those fingers. Now tuck those toes. You're gonna inhale, lift the hips up, and then exhale, drop the heels back. Look at the full mat. Walk the full length if you need to. Make your heels pedal up and down. So pedal your downward dog and shake your head and nod. They're spreading those fingers. You can make the palms as wide as the mat, if not wider than your shoulders, and your feet as wide as the mat, if not wider than your hips. You can bend both the knees. Point the sit bones up. Look toward your belly button. Exhale, drop your heels down. Your dristi could be your belly button. That's your focus point. For now, you can look between the thumbs. We're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna walk up, skip up, or hop up into a forward fold. Make sure your feet are wide. And bend those knees. Lay the belly on the lap. There, you can grab your elbows, swing left and right. Allow the head to drop. You can shake your head and nod. So anytime you are in a forward fold, you're stretching out those glutes and the hamstrings. Release those elbows. Inhale halfway up. Again, engage the core. So you're having that flat back. So you can either hands on the shins or the knees, but you're using your spinal muscles. You can pull your shoulders away from the ears. You're engaging your core muscles as well. We're going to exhale, release back down. Let your head dangle. Here, you can bend those knees, get a good balance. Here, you can interlace the fingers behind the back. So if you were doing Shalabhasana with your left thumb over the right, try right thumb over the left, or vice versa. Squeeze the palms. We're going to exhale, pull the wrists forward. Shake your head and nod. So you might notice you might not have much of a range of pulling forward, but it takes time. Because I didn't. My shoulders were so tight back then. I didn't go far. But over time, you make mental note. Breathing into your back. Letting the head drop and dangle. Shaking the head and nod. Release those palms. Again, inhale halfway up. Engage the core. So you might lose your balance. So have some, and then make sure you're lifting those toes, plant them firmly into the mat. So engage the core, and then exhale for fold. And then inhale, sprouting up, hands to the sky, hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Ooh. I don't know. On my laptop there. So I come into that Samastiti, equal standing pose. Lift all those toes, plant them firmly into the mat. Engage core, tuck the tailbone. You're going to lean over to your right foot. Balancing here on your right foot. We're going to inhale, lift the left knee up, grab your left knee. Right hand on that right hip. Rock and roll, wiggle those left toes, left ankle. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving. If you fall out, just fall right back in. Keep focusing. You're getting stronger on your right ankle. We're going to exhale, pull your left knee out to the left side as if you were laying on the ground doing this. So this is like Ardha, half wind relieving pose, Ardha Upasana. Inhaling that leg back in front. Now, tricky part, we're going to swap hands on that knee. Make a left hitchhiker's thumb in front of you. We're going to exhale, pull it behind your back and twist across the belly. You can focus in front of you still. If you want an extra challenge, you can slowly gaze toward that back thumb and look forward again. And then releasing everything. You're going to shake it out. And then coming back into that Samastiti, that equal standing pose. Roll the shoulders back in, lift those toes up and tuck the tailbone, engage the core, lifting through the crown. And then here you're going to lean over to your left foot. You're going to inhale that right knee up at space, grabbing that right knee with your right hand. Left hand on that left hip if you want balance. You can rock and roll, wiggle those toes and ankles. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving, a dristi. We're going to exhale, pull that right knee out to the side. just like you were doing lying down, supinely. We're going to inhale back toward the center and swap hands on that knee. Hitchhiker's thumb on that right hand. You're going to exhale, pull it behind your back. Keep focusing on the point in front of you. But if you want an extra challenge, you can fall in out. If you want, you can slowly gaze to the back of the thumb and back forward. And then releasing everything. Woo, shake it out. Now hands together. You can make your feet as wide as the mat. We're going to exhale, drop down into a squat. And grab a block as well to sit on. Or a bolster. Because I've had students with hip surgeries, even more than one. And they would sit. That was their squat. And over time, they even took the class. They took the class for 2 years, twice a week. And they were down to here on a block. And that was a lot of effort on his part, but that was a lot of work that came passively with his muscles, allowing him that range of motion. So that's kind of cool. You can even rock dynamically left and right. And eventually you can remove the block and bolster. You can come off onto the ground. Get ready for Shavasana. Here you can grab your blanket. And then you can grab a bolster underneath your knees. I'm going to exhale one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. You can grab it with your hammies if you want. Exhaling one vertebrae all the way down to the ground. Palms relaxed, facing up. Relax the shoulders. Close those eyes. Relax the throat. The eyeballs sink into the eye sockets. And breathe into your lungs as if they were part of the floor. Just release and relax. And relax everything on your face. Relax the jawline. Relax those ears. Allow the tongue to relax. And then allow your heart strings to relax. Allow your heart to drop. Allow your belly button. Imagine it to be like a plug and just unplug that belly button. Allow your belly to deflate. And release all those visceral organs. Let the pelvic floor drop. Relax your glutes. The back of your knees. Relax your calves. Just let the heels get heavier. Let your legs get heavier. Let your palms get heavier. Pretty much sealing the deal, setting your intentions, sealing the juices of your asanas, the poses. and integrating everything you've done. So that way you can take it off the mat and keep practicing. When you're ready, and keep your eyes closed. We can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Yeah. Inhale, arms over your head, stretching and pointing the toes if you want. Give yourself a nice yawn. When you're ready, exhale, pull your knees in towards your chest. You can rock left and right like a boiled egg. When you're ready, you can fall to your favorite side and pillow your head and relax there. Take 2 deep breaths. Slow your breath down. And then slowly inhale, pressing back up into a seated position.